baby, I'm gonna take it down. Come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the Panthers going up against the Texans. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. And they'll go on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
On second down, here's Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Really tough drive, but that run helps salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way. He'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
Here we go. Green, 90.
Bortles to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And got his tight end, Duarte. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a 1st down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
8 yards still remaining here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston, and they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
39. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ready. Check 9. Z. Ace. No.
And now here's a carry heading left. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Cut back to the left. And a cut to the sideline. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down. Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They go play action here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Second down now after the incompletion. Now back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now. Please, I didn't have
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. come back and get him the next time.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now a first down following that long gain. Bortles now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
7 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Here's the Panthers punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll come out in the pistol. Back near his goal line. Here's Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll drop the throw. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A gain of 39 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. It's their quarterback with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, Bortles. He's going to air one out. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here's Bortles to throw. Will Fuller was the intended target, and 4th down coming up. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now they'll run it on the toss. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
On the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you with the problem. About to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rockin', and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper, and I ain't gon' chase you, baby, I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. The weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down. 30-something thousand watching, show me something, baby. Who's all with me?
Don't make me beg, don't make me wait. I need a hold in the darkness of the night. And when I stray, show me my place. You are my shelter, baby, let me feel your light. This aching pain when you're away, like a burning ship that sets the sails to you. Fingertips, that's my lips.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. This is a team that may be out of the playoff chase at this point, but they're an organization with a ton of pride, and they'll be playing hard all the way to the final whistle of the final game, no matter where they are in the standings. It's the Panthers going up against the Texans. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Hurry up, here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. A first carry now. This is Hill. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Green. Left. Eighth.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Here we go. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Left. Here we go. So. Here we go. Blue.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Left. So.
And Bortles going to sneak it. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Here we
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Texans scoop it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And his throw is incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Bortles. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Out of the gun now on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Bortles to throw on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Black 58 ready. Blue. Z. Here we go now.
Throwing is Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Watch it now. All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 23 yards on the play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go now.
Back to throw again. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. It's their quarterback with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And he knocks it through. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the... And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
On second down, here's Bortles. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the I. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the Panthers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. A strong running. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll look to set up his blockers. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll come out in the pistol.
Now let's go. Blue, Leopard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Defense showing blitz. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack, and that makes things tougher here on 3rd and goal.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. I have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
From the 15 now after the sack. It's 3rd and goal. Hill, the lone setback.
Green, 39. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they do inch a bit closer.
Yeah, still lots of time to go in this one. Take the points, move on, and let your defense try to get the ball back.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And got his tight end, Duarte. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Red zone opportunity. And the D looking like they may blitz.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Watching that, Marty. Detroit. Here we go.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Hill, the lone setback. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Panthers. 43 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. 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 Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Over. Leopard.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Play clock winding down. Now back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come up in an offset eye. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Set. Green, 39.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. They'll go with a keeper. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And to give this time to the tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He's back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Their big tight end. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So no question here, down by a score late. They're going to try the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Here we go now. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. Here we go now.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. 23 yards on the play.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Left, left. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go now. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Texans, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.